Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new and you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. This is definitely not a normal video for me. I have been doing DIY here on YouTube since about June, but really serious about it since July. And since July, I started uploading a couple times a week. I believe it was 3 times a week. And come August into September, I started college after summer break. So I then went to 2 days a week. Now, here lately, since around Christmas time, I have not been uploading consistently, so I just wanted to come on here today to talk to my loyal subscribers who are always there and who always, comment and leave really kind words telling me my DIYs are beautiful and they love them and I'm their favorite DIYer, and I love each and every one of you so much, and I just appreciate every single one of you's support. So all that being said, let's jump right in and get to the point of this video.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want.
So I kind of want to start back in December. We were hit really bad with the flu. My daughter was just not acting herself, and I knew something wasn't quite right. And this was, I believe, this was 2 days before Christmas, and I noticed that she wasn't acting right since, okay, Christmas was on a Wednesday, so since that Friday and all that weekend before Christmas, I noticed that she was just more tired and just not eating like she usually does, and just, again, not my child, not acting herself. For those of you that don't know, I have a 14-year-old stepson and I have a 3, almost 4-year-old daughter. I cannot believe she's almost 4, you guys. Like, time flies so fast. So I just try to cherish every moment with her. And my stepson, he's a different story. You know, he's a teenager. He likes to just be left alone in his room playing his game, which is fine. But anyway, so I took my daughter to the doctor on December 23rd, and she tested negative for flu and strep, but her fever of 100 and almost 103 lasted like 12 days. So after Christmas, I took her back. I'm like, something's not right. You know, I don't understand. She's not acting right. She's not eating right. So they just said, well, we figured out that she doesn't have strep, she doesn't have the flu, so it might just take a little bit to run through her system. Well, by the next week, we were going on 10 days with 103 fever. And with a child her age, I knew, and especially like my motherly instincts kicked in, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm not trying to hear that this is just a common cold. This is not normal. This is dangerous at this point. So again, I took her back and I said, I'm not leaving this office until you test her again. So we were sent next door to her doctor's office, is an x-ray place. We were sent there to get a chest x-ray to rule out pneumonia, and they also swabbed her nose again, and they tested for 10 different strains of sicknesses. So we finally found out that she was exposed to that she did have flu, and so we were able to treat that, and finally the next few days she started feeling better. So to start off the new year was already a really rough start. Now, I did want to especially come on here and let you guys know that we are expecting baby number 2 in August, and that's where I have been. I did not want to say anything before 12 weeks because when my daughter was going back and forth to the doctor, I kept having to hold her down to get a nose swab because she just really didn't like it. And the doctor kept, each time they would hold it in her nose for like 30 seconds. And it was just a struggle to keep her still. So I was having some pain. I found out that I was pregnant on December 14th. And so this was, I had just found out I was pregnant, and, what am I gonna do? Say, no, I'm pregnant. She can't get this nose swab. And she would not let any of the nurses hold her. She's very much a mama's girl. She has been home with me since day one, and she's just really attached to me. So when it comes to things, especially like that, there was no way anybody else was holding her down. So I had to do that twice, and after the second time, I really started to have some weird pains. And then I also knew that I was coming down with the flu myself. So I ended up in the hospital because I have to go at night when she's asleep because she gets upset. So it's just easier to put her to bed. My husband is here and she falls asleep and I go, and then she never knows I'm gone. So I did go to the hospital just to kind of get both things looked at the same time. I was having this pain in my left groin area that I knew was not normal for pregnancy. I have had 2 losses, 1 living child, and I'm pregnant again. So this was my 4th pregnancy. So I knew that it was not normal. So I let them know that I had been exposed to the flu. I did indeed have the flu as well. And they did an ultrasound and found that I had a subchorionic hemorrhage. And what that is the way that I understand it, don't quote me, I'm not a doctor, but here's the baby in the sac, and then like around the baby is a blood pocket. So I was told to rest, don't lift anything over 10 pounds, take it easy. And I was about 6 weeks along. So I didn't have my next ultrasound until 8 weeks. And the wait for 2 weeks to see if everything was okay was just excruciating, because every time I moved a certain way and felt something, like I was just on edge the entire time. So I did my best to upload, and I can't remember the exact days that I did or I didn't upload, but also with early pregnancy comes severe sickness sometimes, not for every woman, but I have been so sick. I have not wanted to leave the house. You guys, like, I'm not the type of person that sits on the couch ever. Like, I just don't, because I'm always just go, 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 go type of person. And I think that this pregnancy has taught me that it's okay to slow down, and it's okay to sit on the couch on your butt and not do anything. And so I'm kind of grateful because it has taught me a valuable lesson. But I've sat more on my couch in the last few weeks than I ever have since we bought it 2 years ago. So with my sickness, it's really hard to hold anything down. The water has been my best friend. That's why I have a big cup sitting right here. So thankfully I'm not dehydrated, but And also, thankfully, I'm a bigger girl, so I can afford to lose a couple pounds. But I haven't lost much weight. It's kind of stayed the same. And I'm just thankful that I'm able to at least hold water down. At night, I can eat a lot better than I can during the day for some reason. It kind of goes in waves. It's weird. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share the big news with you guys. I am hoping this coming Tuesday, today is Friday, and sorry, I did want to go back. I'm all discombobulated. I'm not used to sitting down doing videos like this, so I want to rewind to my 8-week appointment. I had my 8-week appointment. I had my scan. I will insert a picture here. And I found out that the hemorrhage was gone, so that's really great news, which put my mind at ease. I had blood work done when I was 10 weeks to find out the gender of the baby, and also there's a bunch of other genetic testing like cystic fibrosis, Down syndrome, things of that nature, to see what the probability of that this baby has anything. They can't tell you like for sure if it does or not, but it just kind of gives the doctors a good idea if further testing is needed. So I'm still waiting on that. I'm very impatient. They said it would be 10 to 14 days, and on Tuesday it'll be 14 days. So hopefully by then I'll know and I'll be able to update you guys. But at my 8-week appointment, it was just really nice to hear that the hemorrhage was gone, and that by me taking it easy, that hopefully that's the reason why it went away. I also wanted to add that I thought that I made, by holding my daughter down or lifting her out of my husband's truck. He has a huge truck and I'm really short. I'm only like 5 foot, so to get her in and out of his truck is pretty strenuous. So I didn't know if it was my fault that happened. But when I had talked to my doctor, he said that it was not my fault, that when the baby is trying to implant into your uterus, and they don't quite bury in that spot, but they go down a little bit and then implant in that spot, that's what causes the hemorrhage. So thankfully that's gone. I hope you guys will bear with me right now. I will upload as much as I possibly can. Again, Tuesday is 12 weeks, so I am hoping and praying that this sickness subsides in my second trimester. And I did also want to kind of keep this under wraps until around 12 weeks, just because I watch YouTube myself and I get invested in these families. So I know that people get invested, and I didn't want to say, hey, I'm pregnant, and then, hey, I lost the baby. So obviously there's still a chance that that could happen, but for right now, everything looks good. I have a home Doppler. I listen to the baby's heartbeat every so often. I don't do it a lot because there's no studies, but I've heard that doing it too much is not good. So every once in a while, I just take a little listen, hear the heartbeat. Right now, the heartbeat's at around 164 beats per minute. And I'm just so excited to be a mom again, you guys. Being a mom to my stepson and my daughter is life's greatest gift. After such a rough teenage years, I guess you can say, to have my own space, my own car, raise my kids, and have a happy, healthy relationship, it just is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And as you guys know, as I'm sure this is the same for most of you, my kids come first, and I'm sure most of you can understand that. But yeah, so anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it is not my normal video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that I should start a vlog channel. I have been thinking about it. Another thing is that DIYing is kind of hard, because for people who just vlog their daily lives, they're doing what they were going to be doing anyway. But with DIY, you have to designate certain times to sit down and film. And I'm really meticulous about my DIYs. Like, I take my time and I do it right. And I'm just really picky that if it doesn't look perfect, I'm not going to release that out to the whole internet. So sometimes my DIYs can take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And that's with stopping to get my daughter drinks, get her, mom life. But sometimes it definitely takes a good while. So it is kind of hard to stop everything you're doing and film, but I really enjoy it and I love it. So I'm definitely not going to stop doing it, but I didn't know if anybody would watch a vlog channel. So definitely let me know, kind of with pregnancy updates and things like that. So let me know in the comments down below. If you guys are new, I hope you guys will subscribe if you love DIY on a budget. And again, I'm sorry, I know this is not my normal video, but I did want to update everybody who enjoys my content, who has been around for a while, and who just supports me in any and everything. So I love you guys so much. I can't wait to catch you on the next one, and I'll catch you later. Bye.